XRP has gotten all prominent officials talking. Despite being involved in a massive lawsuit that potentially affected the entire legal system, this cryptocurrency has showcased some brilliant price targets.
Wow, this is awesome!
If you are looking forward to investing in XRP, this might be the perfect opportunity to buy the dip to maximize the profits. If you want to stay up to date with all the crypto news, you need to like and subscribe. Don't miss anything. Be aware of bulls and bears in the future. In today's video, we will talk about a new entity that has involved itself in this courtroom drama, Empower Oversight. XRP's price action is on its noticeable trajectory and is expected to take a massive leap. The real question lies in whether this new involvement turns out to be profitable for the fintech company and XRP as a whole. The cryptocurrency has gone through a lot of things, but appears to remain calm and composed even under such disturbing conditions. For a minimum of 1 year, Ripple is fighting this legal battle, whose life expectancy is somewhere around the early days of January 2022. However, a lot depends on the court and news updates from either party. Even though SEC was given the liberty to submit the internal documents with some delay, it seems like such liberty was not much use to the regulatory body, as Ripple never failed to leave the matter as it is. Make sure to watch this video till the end to not miss out on the latest XRP price prediction.
And the best is yet to come.
Before jumping into the video, please note that the crypto market is volatile. Therefore, the prices mentioned in this video will change. In addition to this video does not in any manner intend to be taken as a piece of financial or investment advice. You are advised to pursue your own due diligence or consult an expert to make better investment decisions. With that being said, let's begin.
Hell yeah!
December 2020, the United States regulatory body, SEC, claimed Ripple and its top executives to have been selling XRP as unregistered securities. According to the SEC, Ripple executives have sold over $1.3 billion of XRP as securities and never followed the rules and regulations governed by the SEC. This lawsuit affected Ripple, especially XRP in the matter. XRP was delisted from major trading platforms and permanently banned from some platforms.
What else are you gonna ban?
Therefore, at the present state, even if someone is willing to invest in XRP, it won't be easy until trading platforms allow the same. It must be understood that any variation on the price action of the token is mainly because of the buying and selling of XRP by its existing users. As a matter of fact, it is evident enough that XRP is a digital asset and not a security, because anything associated with traditional security is something that any XRP holder will not receive. Well, it seems that the majority is with Ripple.
Whatever the majority decides after the poll, I'll go along with it.
Empower Oversight, a non-profit, non-partisan educational organization dedicated to enhancing independent oversight of government and corporate wrongdoing, has submitted a request under the Freedom of Information Act to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission in order to seek the data involving internal communications between the SEC officials and other current and former employers. As per the background check on this organization, Empower Oversight works towards helping insiders document and report relating to corruption to the proper authorities, while also seeking to hold authorities accountable to act on those reports. In the letter addressed to the acting chief FOIA officer, Oliver Girard, the founder of Empower Oversight wrote expressly stating that from May 2017 to December 2020, senior SEC officer William Hinman had shown active participation in the SEC's regulation of cryptocurrency, even while he was receiving millions of dollars from his former employer, Simpson Thacher, the law firm Hinman had been working before the SEC. This law firm is a part of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, an industry organization whose foundational objective was to drive the usage of the second largest cryptocurrency, Ethereum.
But how can we stand in the light of discovery and not act?
The present matter also called upon Hinman to give his testimony on his own statement where Hinman, at his capacity at the SEC, declared that the Ethereum cryptocurrency, Ether, and Bitcoin were not a security. Only after Hinman's statement, the prices of Ether rose to their significant value. In a hypocritical move, the SEC sued one of Ethereum's competitors, Ripple, declaring that its cryptocurrency, XRP, is not a digital asset but security, leading to the plunge of XRP's prices by 25%. Interestingly, after William Hinman left the SEC in December 2020, he went back to Simpson Thacker as a partner. Not to mention, there is another twist in the story.
There's more to this, isn't there?
The leader of the SEC division that initially brought up this matter before the court and was the reason for the incorporation of the XRP lawsuit. Mark Berger also left the SEC and transferred his workplace again to Simpson Thacker. Apart from Hinman, there are other potential concerns arising from handling cryptocurrency issues at the SEC by the former SEC chairman, Jay Clayton. Similarly, as Hinman, Clayton declared that Bitcoin was not security that led to Bitcoin's price increase. And with the end of Clayton's time at the SEC, the lawsuit against Ripple was filed. Not to mention, as soon as Clayton left the Regulatory Commission, he joined One River Asset Management, a cryptocurrency hedge fund exclusively focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Very recently, Clayton has joined Fireblocks as a member of its advisory board. This firm is a crypto asset custodian who has secured the transfer of over $1 trillion in digital assets and has an insurance policy that covers assets in storage and transit. These facts have made Clayton come under the radar of investigation of the SEC officials by Empower Oversight.
Things are heating up.
According to attorney Jeremy Hogan, the deposition of William Hinman was questionable under the grounds that the testimony of the same was not revealed to the general public. On top of this, the former SEC's deposition has allegedly been removed by the SEC's counsel, Michael Seaman, as per the contention of Ripple counsel, Reed Feigl. Ripple believes that the deleted portion answers the question asked to Hinman, other than the issues with respect to Ripple, can you identify any other lawyers that came to you not seeking a no-action letter, but seeking guidance with respect to transactions in digital assets? With this allegation and the government watchdog closing in on the regulatory body, SEC is facing tremendous pressure for its decision-making concerning the enforcement of the digital asset space. The SEC versus Ripple case seems to have been the last straw, as the industry has united in tackling the regulation by enforcement method.
Now we are one and the same.
Since the outset, John Deaton, an attorney for the XRP holders who have filed a motion to intervene in the SEC versus Ripple case, has openly stated that SEC officials' conflict of interest is plausible. He revealed his personal gain theory in early January 2021. Mr. Deaton proposed a line of questioning prior to William Hinman's deposition that would put pressure on the ex-SEC official in regards to claims of conflict of interest. The CFTC is also closing in on the SEC on account of the supervising authority over the digital asset. In the last week of July, Representative Don Bayer proposed a new bill in the Parliament, the Digital Market Structure and Investor Protection Act, seeking to frame a regulatory structure to protect the consumers and promote innovation by sweeping Bitcoin with other digital assets into existing financial regulatory structures. The bill forms a distinct boundary between digital asset security and digital assets. As per the legislation, any digital asset that gives the right similar to that of a traditional holding will come under the ambit of digital asset securities on whom the SEC will have control. However, those currencies that do not provide the rights relating to their share, dividend, profits, and voting will be deemed a digital asset on whom the CFTC, Commodities Future Trading Commission, will control. Attorney Thien Vu Hogan also concluded that XRP would not be subject to the SEC supervision if the legislation were to pass. Brian Quintens, the present CFTC commissioner, tweeted on the growing influence of the SEC over the emergent asset class that the SEC has no authority over pure commodities or their trading venues, whether those commodities are wheat, gold, oil, or crypto assets. Well, no matter how hard Gary Gensler screams that every initial coin offering is unregistered security, the matter will be resolved by the judge now. XRP is trading at $1.24 with a red of 0.85% change in the last 24 hours. Since July 20th, XRP has grown 160% towards its 3-month high, forming an inverse head and shoulders neckline. The current range is a correctional measure on the token. A fall from this range might deliver a consolidating shaped triangle pattern, 22% from the descending trend line. In the event of a breakout, the target price would be at $1.40 towards 61.8% retracement level, and close to the 78.6% retracement level at 1.65. XRP is a profitable investment, and given the attention on this one, you better be alert on the market development. That is all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed watching it. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments below your price prediction for XRP. Till then, goodbye.